what is going to happen to the Atlanta housing market in 2024? Are prices going to keep going up? Are we going to get that type of crazy buyer demand with multiple offers and dropping concessions? Or are prices going to come down? With the interest rates dropping, there's a lot of predictions out there. And today I'm going to share my predictions, having been a real estate agent for 20 years here in Atlanta. So let's get started by looking at what happened in 2023 so we can make predictions for next year. The first thing we need to look at is the sales prices. And everybody knows that sales prices have been going up for a long time. They've been going up for over a decade. This chart here shows the median sales price average for a 12-month period. And that gives you a great idea of showing. So in Atlanta, prices are up 2% over where they were in 2022. Now, let's switch that over to monthly, and it looks like the December sales price, the median sales price was $400,000 in Atlanta, and that's about 3% higher than what we saw in December of the previous year. So where does that mean sale prices are going to go next year? Well, let's keep digging in here. The next thing we want to look at is the number of closed transactions. And in December in Atlanta, the number of transactions that we had was 14% less than what we had in December of last year. And then I want to switch this over to a rolling 12 months. So there's where you can really see the height of the market was June of 2021. Since then, the number of sales has continually been going down. And this is a 12-month average. So right now, the number of sales in 2023 in Greater Atlanta was 54,000. That's a 20% drop over the previous year. And if we move on up here, you can see that December of last year was a drop from December of the previous year. So year over year, we're seeing fewer and fewer sales. Why is that? Well, a big factor was mortgage rates this year. This chart is from Freddie Mac, and it shows mortgage rates over a period of time. I'm just going to switch this to 10-year so that you can see this trough that we were in for quite a long time. And during that period of time, a lot of people bought homes, and people who had homes refinanced. And so at one point, it looks like interest rates were down below 3%. So with so many Americans holding onto these mortgages that are lower than 4%, they're kind of in handcuffs, because if they sell their house and move to another house that costs the same amount, with interest rates currently being at 6.62%, it could almost double their mortgage payment. And so even if they want to move, a lot of homeowners are saying, hey, we just can't afford to move. But here's the thing with selling a home. Sometimes you just have to do it. Whether you have a larger family, you have a different job, you have different situations with your marriage, whatever that may be, people still move. And so I think that we're going to continue to see the seasonality of homes for sale. So let's look at that. Let's look at homes for sale. And I'm going to switch this out to monthly. And let's just go to 3 years. So what you can see is in the winter months, we have fewer homes available for sale. And then as the spring and the summer come up, more homes come on the market. And then as winter comes along, fewer homes are on the market. That's because in Atlanta, a lot of people like to move during the summer months because that's when kids are out of school and they don't want to take them out in the middle of the year. So we get more homes on the market. But as you can see in this chart, the number of homes available for sale on a monthly basis has been going down. The height of the market was September of 2019. COVID happened. We had so much activity because interest rates were so low. When a house came on the market, it was gobbled up right away. Inventory dropped. And even though it went up a little bit last year, in 2022, it has continually dropped because of those handcuffs I was talking about. Okay, back to mortgage rates. This is mortgage rates over the last 3 years. So you can see how low they were in 2021, and then the Fed started inching them up. And we were way up, almost over 7, and then it went up again. Here we are, 7.76. But if we look at the last few months, we can see that interest rates have been dropping. And that's a good thing for the housing market, because I believe there are a lot of buyers who were completely just shut out of the market. When interest rates were in the high sevens and home prices were high still, they were just kind of priced out. They just couldn't afford it. And they still want to move. So as interest rates drop, I think some of these buyers will start coming back into the market. And that's going to happen this spring. That's what we're predicting. Now, the last thing we want to talk about is month supply. This is a great determiner of how strong the market is, whether you're a buyer or a seller. And generally, if we have 6 months or less of homes, month supply of homes available for sale, meaning if nothing else came on the market, how long would it take for the current number of homes available for sale to be completely bought up? If it was at 6 months, that'd be balanced. Anything less than that, it's better for the sellers. The sellers kind of have an advantage. And for years now, we've been under 3 months of inventory. Currently, as of December 2023, we're at 2.3 months of inventory. Now that's an increase of almost 10% from last year. And so with that, we're starting to see a little bit relief. Like when we had it down here with only 1 month of inventory, it was crazy. So it'll be interesting to see as we move into the spring and summer, with the low number of homes available for sale and more buyers coming on the market, will we start seeing multiple offers again? If that happens, that's going to shoot prices up even more. Now, experts are predicting nationally that home prices, let's just go back to sales prices, that home prices are going to stay relatively leveled off. But here in Atlanta, we have a low supply and we still seem to have that shortage. So I wouldn't be surprised if home prices go up a little bit in the next few months. So let's wrap all this up. What do you do if you're thinking about moving? Well, if you're a seller, you might want to take advantage of the peak time when buyers are looking, and that is in the spring, March, April, May, and June. So here we are, it's January. Now's a good time to start your strategy. Meet with a realtor, we'd be happy to come out, help you with staging ideas, pricing, those kind of things, so that when the spring hits, you're ready to go. And if you're a buyer, it's kind of the same thing. More homes are going to start coming on the market now in the next few months. So you want to make sure that you have your financing in order and all your ducks in a row. So again, meet with us, give us a call. We'll help you set up a great strategy. All in all, I think that even though the end of 2023 was miserable for us realtors and miserable for buyers, especially because of the cost to buy, I think we're going to see a little bit of relief in 2024. I know a lot of my friends in the industry are expecting to see an increase in number of homes sold. If you would like more information about what's happening in your area, check this out, guys. This is Atlanta, but I could change this to even a specific zip code and tell you exactly what's happening in your zip code. Valuable information if you want to know what your home is worth or what's happening in an area you're thinking about buying. Hope you enjoyed this edition of Atlanta Housing Market. If you have any questions, please send me a message. I'm here to help. Once again, have a great day.